Hey friends, it's Mads and it's time to review my May makes. Now the month of May was a quiet crochet month for me, another one 2 in a row unfortunately, and that is just because I have been busy doing a few other things behind the scenes, mainly wedding planning. Now my wedding is in November, so 5 months away from when this video is coming out, and I decided the 6-month mark would make a great time to start wedding planning. Even though I've known about this wedding for way longer, I have procrastinated until the very last second. So the month of May was just busy getting lists done and checking things off those lists and paying lots of money to a lot of people. So a lot of things happening that took away from my crochet time, but I still did manage to get 4 crochet projects done. 3 of them though were part of my monsters cowl, so I feel like that's cheating a little bit, but those makes were fairly big, so that does make me feel a little bit better about myself. But the first make we finished in the month of May was my Dizzy Durkee from the monsters cowl. This is what he looks like. He is made out of reflective navy yarn that I found in the Mill & Bin. I think it was last year, if not the year before. I did make a Mill & Make video out of this yarn last year and then decided that I didn't really like the yarn too much, so it has just been sitting in my inventory waiting for a project for me to use it up, and I decided this one would be a good fit. His name is Dizzy Durkee, and I think looking at him in the dark with a flashlight will definitely make you dizzy because he is quite bright and blinding. So that is the main reason I chose him, but fairly cute and a good way to stash bust as well. Yarns that you don't like, just use it up in a monster because it'll still end up looking cute. He is so toothy and the eyes are hilarious. I love them. But yeah, majority of him was made in the month of April, and then I just finished him off in May. So that was a completed make for the month of May. So cute. I did take a break then from making monsters, and I decided to do a 1-hour crochet challenge and made this little bee. So cute and tiny, and I barely made the 1-hour time. I severely overestimate how fast I can crochet, and I think 1 hour for something like this would be a piece of cake. Sadly not. It took me pretty much until the last second to finish this one. So that was my second make. You can go check out that video over here. I will link it up for you if you are interested in that challenge, and also give it a go yourself. It's quite fun to do actually, and let me know how you go. The next make I made, I actually had to restart it when I was almost completely done, and that is because I found better yarn choices. So I actually went shopping for some fluffy yarn like this before I started project number 4 from a monsters cowl, which was BB the Cotton Candy Monster, and sadly I just couldn't find any at my local Spotlight. So I decided to make him with blanket yarn that I already had, and just a couple days before this project was due, I ended up going to a thrift store and I found this fluffy pink yarn, and I decided it just had to be BB. So this monster's name is BB. That yarn just screamed BB, so I bought 5 skeins of it. That means yes, I did add to my inventory in the month of May. But yeah, I ended up using 1.5 skeins for this guy and ripping out the other BB. So I did waste a little bit of crochet time there, but that's all right. It turned out incredibly cute, cuter than my last version, definitely, and so soft as well. If any of you have worked with fluffy yarn like this, I think it's similar to like eyelash yarn or teddy bear yarn. It is so soft and incredibly luscious, and it makes the finished project look amazing, but it is horrendous to work with. I struggled initially, so I just ended up pairing this with some Marvel DK weight yarn in a different shade of pink, so you may see some patches here where it looks a bit off, but I still think it looks fairly cute. And that was my 3rd make for the month of May. And my final one, which I just finished last night, the last day of May. Oh, but when I'm filming this video, so you will actually see this the following Saturday, so it's not really last night, but I did finish this in May, is Mr. Blue. This was project number 5 from our monsters cowl. So cute. and this one's actually smaller than my face, which is amazing because a lot of the other ones are bigger, like sometimes double the size. Look at this guy, for example. Huge, like Mr. Blue's the size of this one's face. But yeah, so much fun to make these monsters. So if you haven't joined in on our monsters cal, feel free to do so. I will leave the playlist at the end of this video for you to check out, and come join us. It is incredibly fun, and you won't regret it. Now, I did go yarn shopping like I mentioned before. So I did end up buying 5 skeins of this fluffy yarn at a thrift store. They were only $1 each, and there are 100 grams. I knew 5 skeins would be more than I would need for BB, but I just decided to buy some because it was cheap. And also, I've never really used novelty yarn like this before, and I thought it would make fun projects similar to BB, so incredibly fluffy. So I bought some more just to experiment with it. So I can't wait to make more things with this yarn. So cute. Now, I also did buy some more yarn. Spotlight did send me a $10 voucher, and I initially went into the store to try and find a bag of millins similar to this so I could make BB, but I just couldn't find any fluffy or novelty yarn at the particular Spotlight that I went to. But I didn't want to let the $10 voucher go to waste, because that is essentially a bag of millins, so it's like free yarn. You know what I mean? I can't give away, like I can't say no to free yarn. So I did find this yarn, which kind of reminds me of Mandala Ombre, the way that the color is like, what is it called? Like a washed look, the washed yarn color look, words, English, all of that. But yeah, it is definitely not Mandala Ombre. It is an acrylic yarn of sorts, and it is green. So I thought it would be perfect for some of my monsters makes, because I actually don't have a lot of green in my current inventory. And it was free. So there are 4 skeins or rolls of yarn in this little bag, and I did not pay a cent for it. But that means I have now added a total of 9 skeins to my inventory. 5 of these pink, and then the 4 of the green. And I've only used 4 skeins of yarn in the month of May. So we are adding things in that particular month, but that's okay. It'll get used up. This particularly will come in handy during my monsters cal, or for some other projects that I intend to make after this cal. But we also did finish 1 bag of stuffing, which I feel like I just opened like a couple months ago, but these monsters that I have been making have been humongous and required so much stuffing that a 1 kilo bag has already been used up. So that is amazing. That is a bit wild to think about. But yeah, 1 bag of stuffing, 4 skeins of yarn used, and about 513 grams of yarn used in the month of May. Now, the month of June hopefully is a bigger month. May was definitely better than April, so I'm hoping June will be better than May. But I do have some fun challenges planned, similar to the 1-hour challenge, so that should hopefully use up some of my yarn. And we will also have a couple of monsters to make during the month of June, so I'm hoping that eats up some more of my yarn stash as well. If I can, I do want to squeeze in a few other projects here and there, so fingers crossed for that. But I will catch you up on all of my June makes in the next monthly episode. But until then, I think you might like this video over here. I will see you there. Bye.